filming. We've been doing all sorts of wonderful things today. It's been a great day here at Maker's Gonna Learn. Courtney's been in here filming. What? Courtney's been filming a lot here lately, guys, and it's not just Summit. She filmed a fall video yesterday.
Oh,
that is amazing. So you guys are gonna get to see a little bit of Courtney. I know you guys love to see her, so that's super fun. It's a rare treat. We love when she films with us. Yesterday was a fun day filming. Tanner filmed quite a few fun fall videos. Like I said, Courtney did one. We've done a styled mantle area, door entryway type thing for fall that we're going to be revealing to you guys very shortly. So I'm super excited about fall. I was driving my kids to school this morning, and Fallon pointed out an orange tree. There's, this whole row of green trees, and then there was one orange, and I was like, oh, Fallon, you know what this means? And so she's 3, so I got to tell her all about changing colors and all of that stuff. So she's very excited, which means fall is coming. So excited. So excited. How are you guys today?
I'm almost chilly in the mornings when I take Lenny out. It's great.
Well, and the highs here starting tomorrow are in the low 70s.
Ooh.
Yes, it's been like high 80s, 90s, which honestly, is miserable to me. I personally hate to be hot. So yeah, fall is coming. I'm very excited about the projects, very excited about the decor and the food and the smells and the feels and fun times. I'm excited. How many times can you say excited in 2 minutes?
We'll see.
I have done it. Anyway, we're making a fun project today, guys. We're going to be engraving leather and making this fun little pouch. I'm going to show you 2 stitches. One is a blanket stitch. One is a back stitch. Going to be engraving with our maker and using our knife blade a little bit. These are a lot of tools that we don't typically use for live videos.
Right.
For a couple of reasons. One, sometimes it doesn't go very well. So if it doesn't, bear with me. 2, obviously this is a maker, and so not everybody can make this project. But I'm going to tell you how you can make it if you have an ear tube. 1, you can use faux leather. So, and I don't have a link. Maybe afterward. 143 vinyl has the best faux leather in the entire world. It's amazing. I love it. You could definitely make this exact project with that faux leather. However, you can't engrave faux leather, which is fine because you have an ear too. It doesn't matter. So you can make this exact project, but even use like HTV on it where your name goes instead of engraving, and still have a very cute project. Anyway, yeah, I don't even know what else to say about that. So anyway, I thought about making both of them today, but I don't think we're going to have time. I think this one's going to be a little bit more, and I don't want to just overwhelm you with so many different things. So maybe I'll do it as a member only if there's enough interest. We'll see. What have we got going on? First snow. Megan said we've already had our first snow in South Dakota. It happened to also be the first day of school. Oh.
That is the last thing you want to do on a school day, let alone the very first school day.
Exactly.
Is go to school and it's snowing.
I am a whole lot jealous. I'm not going to lie. On our ride to school this morning, Beckett said, I just explained, that leaves turn colors and then they die and they fall off and then
they die.
Yeah, and then it gets cold, and Beckett says, and then there's snow on the driveway, which we don't get very much snow, guys.
No, last year I don't think we got a good powdering at all. I think it was like a spit here
occasionally, if you're from Morristown and you were alive in 93, then you say, I survived the blizzard of 93, which was a actual blizzard. And that's like the last time we had any decent snow in Morristown. So it's very sad. I love snow. Anyway, I'm jealous. Post some pictures so that I can marvel at the snow and be jealous and longing and all of that. Please on the faux leather project. I heard you, Mary. Good.
And hi, Kimberly.
Yes, hi.
You're so busy.
Seen you in a while.
You're a busy bee, Miss Kimberly.
Arlene says, I've been waiting for this video. Yes, I'm so sorry. So this has been scheduled a couple of times.
Twice. This is the 3rd time.
And we almost had to reschedule it today because I couldn't find the engraving tip at all. But we powered through and found it. So we're doing it. Yes, Marianne. When did you move here? I was also here in 93. And there's videos of, because Ann and I were 3, 4, 5, 6. And there are videos of us inside, because my mother will not go outside. She still doesn't go outside. Looking outside at my brothers playing in the snow, and they're playing in the snow.
Yeah. My mom and dad were brand spanking newlyweds for the blizzard of 93. And she said that they were outside until they could not feel their extremities.
Yes.
They were just having a ball. And me just thinking of mom and dad in their 20s, newly married, no kids, no pets, nothing, just having a ball in the snow. Because the power went out.
36 inches of snow is what Marianne said.
It was a big deal. And it sounded, this might be kind of weird, morbid, it sounded magical. Like just to be unplugged for so long and just kind of.
But you know, with the way that 2020's been, we might get another blizzard this year.
I would expect it. I mean, I don't think I'd be shocked. Nothing could shock me.
So funny. Okay, you moved here in 92. Awesome. Very cool. I knew that your hubby had been. When did he start at Hamlin Peds? Marianne's husband is still a pediatrician at the place. Did you go to Hamlin Peds too, Rachel? Were you a Hamlin's Peds kid?
I don't, probably.
He was not my physician. Dr. Jameson was my physician. And
you remember your...
Yeah, because we never went to the doctor, so it was a big thing.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I gotcha. Yeah. Becca was healthy as a horse.
Also, he was my pediatrician until I was 18. Like, yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Anyway. Okay, so what do we have going on today, Rachel? As far as sales, we have our fall 30. I'm so sorry. That's FALL 30 coupon that is active for our fall summit. And honestly, I'm a little sad that we call it fall summit. While it happens in fall, I don't want there to be any misrepresentation that they are fall projects, because it's totally winter and Christmas holiday related.
There's no fall nothing in the fall summit.
It gets you ready for Christmas. It gives you wonderful ideas for projects and gifts that you can give to your friends and family. Home decor.
Yes, everything.
Amazing. Blizzard in Iowa in April the whole entire United States maybe have gotten the blizzard of 93. I don't know. We just thought Morristown was special.
It affected the world.
How funny. Anyway, yeah, so take advantage of the coupon FALL30 to get $30 off our summit. If you don't know what summit is, raise your hand. I'll give you a little bit of information. I know that we do have a lot of newbies. I don't know how many viewers we have right now.
Right now we have 137.
Okay, so that's pretty good for the first of July. So if you would like more information on that, let me know. If not, I'm going to scoot on over to Design Space and really quickly show you what we're doing for this project. So 2 things. I'm using a medium weight tooling leather. It's like 3 to 3.5 ounces. And so it takes a little bit of time to cut it out on the maker. So I'm going to engrave and cut out this piece on the maker. And then I'm going to actually just use my rotary blade, or my handheld rotary, and self-healing mat, and cut this piece out separate just for the sake of time on the live. But anyway, I just decided what size I wanted the pouch to be. And this one that I'm making today is actually going to be a little bit bigger, because my AirPods will barely fit in the one that I made, and I wanted a little bit bigger. So I chose 4 inches wide by 4 inches tall finished. So that's why I have, from over here in Basic Shapes, I just grabbed a square. I shouldn't have deleted it. Who knows if it'll actually work. There we go. And then I'm going to go up to the top and unclick this little size ratio, and I'll make the width 4 inches and the height 8 inches, because I'm just going to end up folding this in half and sewing it together. So we have our dimension there, and then all I need to do, for me personally, I just duplicate this and then make it 4 inches again. So it's going to be 4 by 4, which will represent the finished size, and the front where I'll be sizing this other little piece. So So we've got that piece right here. That will be the finished size of it. And so I just grabbed another basic shape from over in Design Space, or from over here. And then we'll change the color just a little bit, just like this. And then we can bring it over here. And if you want to make yours huge, make yours huge. If you want to make it small, make it small. Whatever your design eye is happy with, then do that. I just wanted mine a little bit smaller. So I went with something about like this. And then I went over and grabbed our text box and typed in Oaks. And I used the, oh goodness, I've already forgotten the name of it. One something. Oh,
One word?
What? Hold on, let's go. We've got to download it anyway. So we're going to go to Maker's Gonna Learn, our website, and we're going to download this and figure out what the word is, or the font is. So our amazing membership, Maker's Gonna Learn, if you are new to Maker's Gonna Learn and don't know what we're about, we are a die cut community that is a subscription-based membership, and we offer our members thousands of cut files, thousands of SVGs and PNGs that you can use in your die cut machine, whether that is Cricut, Silhouette, Brother Scan and Cut, whatever you want. And then our yearly members also have access to over 500 fonts that you can use. In addition to that, our yearly members get a free commercial license. Sorry, I don't know what I was thinking. A free commercial license, and then they get 3 free e-courses, access to our private Facebook group, and all kinds of wonderful things. So our membership is amazing. Our members are amazing. The community is phenomenal. You guys will love it. And of course, I'm not logged in here, so let's see. Let's see if funny. Tanner.
Look, watch this. Watch this, guys.
Oh, it worked!
Oh, it worked.
So most of the time, like when we go to log in with Tanner's, it's been deactivated, which we think is hysterical.
Because he made Maker's Gonna Learn. And his account, it says expired, like your account is expired. Just hilarious.
I think it's called One Word. Yay! Okay, so I went to fonts and I've typed in the one word font, and then I'm just going to press this download button right here. We've had a couple of requests recently for information on how to download our fonts and use them in Design Space, so this is just a great refresher. I did do a member only video, and then we just released an organic video on YouTube as well, but again, here's more education on that, and I'm very happy to do that. So I just pressed that little download button. And you see it downloaded right here. I'm going to open that, and it downloads it, it downloads into my download folder. And then I double click the OTF file because it automatically extracted it. It was in a zip file and it automatically extracted it. That was amazing. If you do not have a PC, you may have to take an extra step to open that zip folder. But once you open it, you double click it, and then it's just as easy as pressing install font. Now, the tricky part is that I've made this, and then I downloaded the font. So I have to press save to save where I am. Save. Because I can't access your project. Okay. I can't access that font that I just downloaded because I already had this Design Space open. So I'm just going to click out altogether. Reopen and relaunch Design Space, and then I can also reload. Did you guys see that little announcement about Design Space maintenance? Who else is excited about that? Hopefully it makes it better.
I don't know, Becca. Sometimes it just gets worse and worse.
I don't know how it could get worse, though. Design Space has been horrible. Okay, anyway, so now that we have the font downloaded and we have relaunched Design Space, then we can go back up and find our one word font. So let's type in one word. There it is. We'll click on it and voila. So wonderful. Now, all I want to do is, for me personally, I want the letters a little bit closer together. So I'm going to kern these letters, decrease the space in between the letters just by going up to the top where it says letter spacing and pressing the down arrow to decrease that space. Just like that. And I might make it just a tiny bit bigger there. That looks good. Now, bear in mind, guys, when you're sizing this, if you do this like I do it, and you have to put holes all the way around here, then you don't want this so big that you are cutting into where the hole space will be. So keep that in mind when you are designing your pouch. So one thing that I definitely want to do is center the name in the leather pouch. I might still have this too big. Let's make it a little bit smaller. And then I'm going to delete this one. So the way that I'm going to do that is just select both layers. So you can see over here, both are selected. And then I'm going to go up to the Align tool and press Center. And this center button centers it both horizontally and vertically. And then I need to select Oaks and go up to the top where it says Line Type. Right now it's a cut line. So if I left it as is, it would cut into the leather that way. So I want to press that drop down menu and, oh, you know why it's not available, friends? Because Explore is currently selected. Courtney used the Air 2 last on this, so I have to go over here and select Maker as the machine family that I'm going to be using.
It's just so
I know,
weird
it's so
to me.
frustrating.
But I get it, because if you have an Explorer and it shows that it's an option, it might be twice as frustrating if you don't understand the difference between the Explorer and the Maker. So I get it,
yeah.
but ugh.
Okay, so now when I select that drop down menu, look at all those options that are available, because those are available on the Maker series and not the Air 2. Anyway, so now I can grab the Engrave option, and it changes my cut lines to engrave lines. And then with both of the layers selected, I press Attach. So now the Maker knows exactly where to engrave on this piece of leather. It's exactly what we want. I'm going to minimize this or hide it because, like I said, I'm going to hand cut that. And then all I need to do is press Make It. Just like this. Did we have any questions about, before we start this, I want to talk for just a second. If you were making this project and making it bigger or not doing it exactly like me, you could absolutely have your machine cut out the holes that we're going to be sewing in. I'm going to be using a leather punch to do this because the holes that I want are so small. First of all, it would take forever for the machine to actually cut them out. Second, it doesn't do a fantastic job because they are so small. But if you wanted to do holes, a really quick hack that I like is to grab a text box and then put a period in several times. This
is a great hack.
Yeah. The one word font that I'm already using has a nice round period, so that's good. A lot of the periods in the text have like a misshapen one, which is cute, but it's not what I want for this particular project. And then what I would do is rotate to 90 degrees. And then I can, let me see right here if I can get my computer to work. We'll just use this guy right here. Then I would just pull this over just like this and probably increase the spacing just a little bit, just so that they're not line spacing, letter spacing. I'm sorry. There we go. Increase the letter spacing so that these fit really nicely on this. And then I would just select both of them, slice, and then delete these layers that I don't need from the slice results. And you can see these holes right here. I would do it on both sides. Again, I'm going to be using a leather punch to do that. Is this only for the Maker and not the Explorer 2? Yes, it is. I did say at the beginning of this, and you may not have been on here yet, that you could totally make this on the Air 2. You just would need to use faux leather instead of the tooling leather that I'm using. Also, you can't engrave on it, obviously, with the Air 2. So you would want to use HTV on your, or you know what would be really pretty? The foil quilling.
That would be beautiful.
That would be very pretty.
Becca thinks she can foil quill
everything.
A zucchini.
Yeah, everything. I just love it.
Everything's foil quillable to Becca.
Yes. Absolutely. Anyway, so there are options, and if you remember, I don't know if you remember or not, but I did say that I might make this as the Air 2 project as a member-only video for those of you with the Air 2 who are interested. But anyway, Anyway.
Look at Debbie's suggestion, Becca.
What about using a Cricut pen to draw the period so you have a guide for the hand punch? Debbie, that is an amazing suggestion.
Yeah.
I absolutely love that.
I would do the circles a little smaller than your punch.
Yes.
But that's a great idea.
I was actually going to make that suggestion while I'm putting the holes on there because they're going to be a little askew, I'm sure. But fantastic. You beat me to the punch, Debbie. Did I miss anything else?
No, you're good.
All right, so let's go ahead and hide this again. Sorry, I got sidetracked with that. I did want to mention that to you all though. Pressing make it, and then all I need to do is put my little piece of leather on my mat. I'm going to move this down just a little bit because sometimes this machine does not do well with a design that is right on the edge of a mat. So that is a little hack if you're working with something like felt or material that might have a tendency to bunch up. Pull your design in a little bit on the mat, and that tends to help. Okay, so I'm loading my mat with the material here. I'm using a strong grip mat today.
Oh, let me just fix this camera angle.
Yeah.
Because she's wonky.
And then what I'm going to do is press continue and connect to my maker, and I will select under the materials, I'm going to type in leather, and you can see there are several different weights. So I did say that the weight of this, was 3 to 3.5 ounces, which would technically be considered the lower tooling leather option. I still am going to choose the 4 to 5 ounce just so that it cuts through really nicely. So I'll press done, and you can see that it's prompting me to load my engraving tip, which is the number 41 tip, if you all did not know. So make sure that that is loaded. Knife blade calibration is recommended. Do you want to calibrate your knife blade now? No, we're not doing that right now. But guys, if you do need help, instruction on calibrating your machine for print and cut, knife blade, whatever, we do have videos on that as well. Question, what is quilling? Foil quilling. Oh, Mary Ann, it is absolutely beautiful. Basically, you take this piece of like watery foil, and I only say watery because it's very thin. It's not actually watery. It's a piece of metallic foil, and you put it on whatever surface you're wanting, and you have this like heat up device that goes in and kind of draws on. And what did I use it for the other day? Oh, a card.
A card.
Do we have any videos on it?
Yeah, we have 3.
Marianne, after the live, go and search it. It will blow your mind. It's amazing. Very cool. And we're going to be doing a card tomorrow. You'll see it tomorrow. We're not making the card tomorrow, but you'll see it tomorrow. It has some foil quilling on it. Okay, so we're going to just load our mat. Here is our engraving tool. I'm going to load that.
It is part of the quick swap system, so if you guys have the single or double scoring wheel, same housing, which is good.
Based on the blade and material types, it's long. Okay, so while that is engraving, we'll show a little bit of footage of it, and after it's engraved, it's going to tell us to change to our knife blade without unloading our mat, and we'll do that. But in the middle of that, I'll cut out this piece of leather for you guys. What size leather punch are you going to use? That's a great question. I actually don't know the size of it, but I'll show you the tool, and it's the smallest one on the tool. So I'll show you that in just a little bit.
Fingers crossed this will engrave correctly.
Oh no, why wouldn't it?
This Cricut's been giving, like this setup.
Oh, no, it's fine.
Cricut's all day long.
Yeah,
but well, that's
setup,
true. But
I tested it in there in the other room, and it worked.
Becca's super, super, super prepared for anything, but...
Oh, it worked. Okay, so now it's prompting me to change it to my knife blade. So I'm just going to take this one out, put my knife blade in. You notice I did not unload my mat, and then just press the flashing Cricut button. And it's going to make several passes to cut this piece. So while that is going, we're going to switch to the overhead cam and just
Adrian,
cut this
yes,
out.
the supply list did go out. Check your email, check your spam. If you didn't get that, email customer service.
Yes, you definitely need that.
But yes, they did go out, my dear.
Okay, so my piece of leather is conveniently already 8 inches, which is what I want. This was an 8 by 10 piece of leather. And then, so this is a self-healing Cricut mat, which is pretty amazing. I only wish it were a little bigger, honestly.
That's pretty leather too.
Oh, I love this leather, guys. So Anna and I used to have this little earring company that we made leather earrings, and this is a scrap from it. And we found the best leather on Etsy. I have linked them for you so you can follow Peggy Sue. Peggy Sue is the one that I linked for both of them. She is mine and Anna's favorite leather company, leather provider, leather whatever that we found on Etsy. She has a fantastic selection. She's super quick at shipping out, very reasonably priced. We love her. So check that out. What? This is already finished cutting. I talked too much. Oh, it needs to go through again. Okay. So it didn't cut all the way through, so I'm just going to let it pass through one more time and see how it goes. Okay.
And to do that, she just pressed the flashing Cricut
correct.
button again.
I did not
unload it or anything.
So I am just going to cut this. Like I said, it's already at 8 inches, so I'm going to cut it just to 4 inches using this wonderful Omni Grid ruler here that I have and my rotary blade. So we've got that. You can see how easy that was to cut. It would be in my maker forever. That's why I chose to do this. Okay. It says it's finished again, so we're going to check over here. Show him that other camera so I can show him what I'm doing. See, it's not unloaded. I'm just pulling up right here to see. I wonder if I selected... See, guys, if I had used the smaller, the 2 to 3 ounce, it really would not have wanted to cut. So, again, I didn't unload it, and I'm just going to press the flashing Cricut button and let it cut again. It's so weird that it's taking forever. In the meantime, do we have any questions about anything else? My maker ate my leather the other day. So irritating. It's so frustrating when those type of things happen because you could go days without a craft fail and then just randomly have the most heartbreak. Knife blade not detected.
I love this Cricut Maker.
Yeah. So good. So what we're going to try to do is just this. And recut it. We'll see what happens.
I'd cut that thing with my rotary cutter so fast your head would spin.
I'm getting ready to if this does not work. For sure.
I'd be like, you've been detected 5 times. Thank you so much.
Yeah, it's worked the whole time.
Oh, here we go. It decided that it was going to detect itself.
So frustrating, guys.
Excuse our camera guys going in and out of focus. Don't know what his deal is either. Been using him all day. He was fine.
Okay, it still is not wanting to do. I should have chosen the even thicker. So what I'm going to do is just take him off over here. You know what, Rachel? I think I'm going to cut it on the mat. What do you think?
With your rotary cutter?
Yeah, just really gently.
Really gently?
Or wait. Because it's almost all the way through. Maybe this will work. Let's see. I mean, it's like almost there. There's the back of this particular leather is sort of fibrous. So I think they're just not wanting to see how it's sort of hairy on the back, kind of furry.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, this worked. That was fun. I'll get that there.
And Aaron says, my brand new Cricut Maker won't cut stickers from Etsy correctly. Even after calibrating, do you have any suggestions? So what do you mean cutting correctly? Tell us a little bit more about the issues you're having, how exactly it's not cutting correctly. The more information we have, the better we can assist you.
Yeah, is it like not cutting around the outline? Because I'm going to be honest, I made a card for Fallon's teacher last night, and I even calibrated for print the cut, and it still looked like garbage. So I'm also having that issue at home. I'm wondering if I need to update like some firmware or something. I don't know. Okay, so like I said earlier, the back of this is sort of fuzzy. And I don't personally like to be able to see that from the front. So I'm just going to take my scissors here and not cutting the front, just kind of trimming the back and getting those kind of fibers that are showing. So I'm sort of just doing it at an angle to cut off those back, just like this.
And Miss or Mr. L brand, same thing for Aaron. We need a lot more information from you to help you. They said yesterday a puzzle would not cut on my maker. Worked last week, not seeing border. Any advice? So that doesn't give us very much. Let us know some more details so that we can help you out.
Do you see how good that engraved though?
It engraved really well.
Yeah.
It's not in focus.
Why?
It's in focus on the Cricut behind you.
What Cricut?
The Cricut, the
This?
No, move the mat. The stuff in the mat.
Oh, the.
Oh.
Is that better?
Much better.
Okay.
It's beautiful.
It's a fuzzy one. Anyway, it looks so good. So good. So what I'm going to do now is bring this piece of leather in here, fold this. Oh, let's go ahead and trim this too. We'll do the same thing on this one.
And Aaron said, my stickers aren't cutting great / where it should be around my stickers.
Yeah.
So that's definitely a calibration issue. But if you've already calibrated it and it's still not working correctly, I hate saying it. Maybe calibrate it again, because calibration kind of also depends on you and, where you select those lines and things, because it prompts you for those types of questions.
Maybe I'm not saying you're an idiot. Please do not say that. But maybe you accidentally selected the wrong one. Like you looked at it and chose one and then it accidentally scrolled or something. Yeah. So try that for sure before you have to call customer service, because that, I'm going to just go ahead and tell you, is going to be a nightmare.
And L brand, is this a print and cut? I'm going to go ahead and assume it's a print and cut. It was only unable to detect the border. Are you sure you did the print and cut through Cricut and you had that black box around those registration marks? Yeah, let us know.
Okay, so I've folded this in half, so this is going to be the finished size. And then what I want to do, and you could, if you wanted to, get some clamps or something like this. I'm just going to hold it and pray that it doesn't move.
Okay.
Yeah. And this is the hole punch that we're going to be using. So the leather punch, not hole punch, that we're going to be using. You can see that this one, you just rotate to get whatever size you want. And like I said earlier, I am going to be using this smaller one. So it works like a hole punch. You put your leather right here and just clamp it down. It's very therapeutic. I love it. I got that at Hobby Lobby. I did link an Amazon one to you that is for you that is comparable. But all I'm going to do, like I said, and this is not necessary. If you want to just go in blindly and start sewing this on, you can definitely do that. I wanted to save my hands, and because it's going to take quite a bit of hand strength to go through all of this leather so many times. But I just want to, I'm going to punch through both layers here, all the way through. And me personally, and you can see they're not even. But it's close enough. That line would have been a really great idea. Was it Miss Debbie?
The drawing line,
yes.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. I should have done it beforehand. But for me, what I do is do each side or the center, just like that. And then I go in the middle and do them. And it sort of just helps me line them up a little bit. So again, then I have those. And I'm going to go in. And it's hard for me to see because this table is so tall. So I'm hoping that I'm getting them even. But then just add these right here. Almost done with the top. And the bottom, the neck of this is not long enough. So we're going to just have to fold our leather just a little bit so that we can get to the bottom right here. So I'm just going to fold that over like that and go in here. Let me get to my middle here. Sorry, I can't see it that way. Just like this. It doesn't take a ton of hand strength to do this. I was shocked. I thought, of course, it depends on how thick your leather is too. So keep that in mind. But look, all the little pieces are coming out. I don't know if you can see those or not.
Oh, they're teeny tiny and they're like in a stack.
I know. I love it. Okay, so we're almost done with this part. And then I'm going to set this to the side and I'll fold this down. And then I'm going to do the same thing to my side. So this is where I'm going to be doing my, my side stitching. So I'll start at the top and then do the bottom and the center just like I did earlier. And the nice thing about this, because we folded it, we don't have to sew around the bottom. Now, if you wanted that blanket stitch all the way around, then you could have done 2 separate pieces. That would still have looked amazing. But this is just what I preferred for this particular project. Almost there. So what have you guys got going on? I want to know. Are you guys, who all has already decorated for fall? Rachel, have you decorated for fall?
My quote, decorating for fall, is throwing out a couple of pumpkins that I had at my wedding.
Okay.
So.
I mean, but you did it.
I'm totally decorated for fall.
Okay.
Totally. It took like 30 seconds. Now, here's the thing. In my heart, in my soul, I want to have like a storage building for each holiday.
I understand.
Like that much worth of home decor. I would go ham. Like I would have like a Santa Claus toilet seat cover. Like I would go.
Stop it.
Like I would go that hard for the holidays. But I have no storage in my. Becca's been to my little house.
I understand. I was the same way.
She lives in a house the exact same size as mine. It's just not. I can't do it. I wish.
Okay, so we have all of these holes punched here. Apparently, I moved really bad on this last one. So this could be interesting. I don't know what I did here. Okay, we're going to go with it. We're going with it. Because it's the back and it will be all fine. Okay, so what I'm going to do first, well, first I'm going to lower this table because I want you guys to be able to see. And I want it to look good too. Okay, so we're going to do a back stitch. We're going to stitch this guy on first. And if you have never sewn before, don't stress out. We can do this. I just have the thread that I linked for you guys is our dual duty jean top stitching, and it is in the color Coates and Clark. And this is just a thicker thread. I really like it. I'm just going to grab a sewing needle here. Doesn't matter which one, honestly. Thread my needle here, and I'm gonna use a double thread here. So we'll knot both of them together at the bottom. You could definitely use embroidery floss for this too if you wanted to. I just kind of liked this look that this jean top stitching thread gives it, especially on the black. I think it looks really good on the black. It's a cool pop. What have we got? I'm not even looked. What's going on?
Everyone just agrees with me that they have no storage space for it.
Oh,
their hearts are just like mine.
I hate
They just
that.
can't do it. I can't sacrifice my precious storage space for things I only use like a month out of the year. I really wish I could. Like we don't have a garage, carport, front porch, nothing. Screwed.
Oh, I hate that.
I know.
Okay, so what I'm doing, you'll notice I didn't go in either or any of the holes that I actually punched because the little knot that I'm doing at the end here will go right through it. So I went through the middle here and to the back, and then I'm going to go up, back to front. Can you guys hear that train? I'm so sorry if you can. But anyway, I'm doing that so that I can hide the knot. It's going to be in between the layers. You will never see it. So then we've got just like this.
That
so I'll pull up. He's laying on that horn.
Today.
He probably knows, yeah. Okay. So there are a couple of different ways you can do a back stitch. This is just my favorite way. I feel like it's the quickest for me. So all I'm going to do is go in this hole and then automatically, you know what? I'm not going to be able to do it the way I normally do it, I don't think, because it's not plain. Oh, yeah. Go back up. So I went in and then back up, just like that. And then I'll pull it tight. And then I'm gonna go back. That's why it's called a back stitch. Look at that. And the reason that I'm doing that is traditionally we would skip. So it would go in and then up, or down, down, up, down, up. And then these spaces in between wouldn't have any stitching. And I really like to have the stitching all the way around. So that's why we're doing a back stitch. So now we're gonna go back in this guy right here. No, we're not. Hold on. Yes, we'll go back in this guy right here. There we go. And then we're gonna go in this one and then up the next one, just like that. And then we're gonna go back. So that's why we're doing a back, or that's why it's called a back stitch. But look how good that looks.
That's really cute.
Not so hard, right? Rachel, you could do this.
I could do it.
Yeah?
I really feel like I could do it.
Okay, I like that. My phone is ringing. I hope it's not my kid's school.
You want to check?
It's just Anna. She should know better.
She should know what she
We should answer and make her feel really bad.
I can. I don't care. Tanner would. Tanner's answered.
He would.
He's like, hey, Mama.
Yeah.
And Mama's like, hey, everybody.
That is so funny. So cute. Okay, so now we're in the corner right here. And we're doing the same thing. So we just go back in this corner. Just like that. And then down and up. And I'm going to just do it separately. Because, like I said, this leather is so thick. It doesn't want to really be super pliable for me. But do we have any questions about this back stitch while I'm stitching away?
No, we got some comments about the train though. No one, Becca, people like hearing the train.
Really?
It's so weird.
Okay. I mean, you can hear the train from like everywhere in Morristown, so.
Oh, you can't escape it.
Yeah.
I hear it at my house.
You can hear it.
You're everywhere. I heard it at the house where I grew up as well, at Mom and Dad's house. And that's pretty far away from the train. You still hear it.
My mom and dad's house was really far away from the train, but you could still hear it.
That
it was
sound
weird.
carries, I'm telling you, it's crazy.
Well, and Morristown is just
it's
not
huge.
very.
Oh, it's gigantic.
It's so huge. You're right. How dare me? I misspoke.
We've got a whole mall with like 10 stores.
Oh, can we talk about our mall though, Rachel?
What about it?
That Fun Zone place that I've been talking about forever.
Yeah.
Have you seen everything that's going in there? Bumper cars.
How? Okay, no, Becca. Do you remember how big that is?
It's bigger. So I think they've taken over the other spot because it's 2,800 or 28,000 square feet.
That's like half the mall.
I know. So I think, you know where like the customer service spot was?
Yeah.
I think that they've gone up there.
Oh.
I mean, they would had to have. Anyway, so it's going to have, Morristown is so small, guys. It really is. But we're getting this place in our mall, and it has what are they called? Trampolines, like jump jam, that type of thing. Yeah. It's going to have an ice skate rink, bumper cars, laser tag.
I've heard none of this.
Yes,
so this is
it was in the newspaper, and it's supposed to be opening soon.
Now, Becca, is this labeled like the logo and stuff is so kiddish? Is it for like 10 and under?
No,
that's what it looks
like. It has axe throwing. What kid can do that?
Then why is their logo like red and yellow?
I don't know.
Why? Do you know? Okay, does anybody know the event? What is it called? Yeah, the event or whatever. It's in Knoxville, Tennessee, but it's like an arcade, but just for adults. Like they have a bowling alley and a bunch of arcade games and pool.
Where is it? I didn't know about it.
There's like 2 in Knoxville, but like the logo is like simple and it's clean and it's really, really neat. You wouldn't even know what it was, but it's only for like adults, teenagers, adults. Like they sell alcohol there, but I mean, you see some kids running around, but it's like hip. Is that the word?
It's hip. I don't know.
Yeah, main event, Vicky. Thank you. Main event is what it's called.
Okay, so I've gone all the way around with that back stitch, and then I'm just going to tie it off back here. Let me find a good place to do it. Maybe right here. Let's do a little knot, and she will be good to go. And then we will do our blanket stitch. So that's easy, right, friends? Right. You're right. Okay, so I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to grab quite a bit of thread here. Look how crooked.
Nikki's mall has a year-round ice skating rink.
What? See, well, this one's going to be year round. I'm so excited. And see, Beckett is on this hockey kick right now.
Oh.
Yes, I think he is just going to flip a lid, which I don't know. Morristown, it's so interesting to me that so many cities are like on still almost complete lockdown. Like nothing is open. When we went to Atlanta a few weeks ago, like so many things were closed. I was shocked because I was comparing it to what Morristown is doing, and basically everything in our town is open, guys. Like you would almost not know that there was a pandemic. It's the weirdest thing.
We're all still forgetting our masks while most people are having them glued on their face. Like everything's open. It's so strange. Normal here.
Yeah.
Except for the whole mask thing.
It's so strange. Okay. So my blanket stitch, if I can remember how I started this, because this traditionally would just stay right here. Let me go back in this way. Okay. So I started in the center, so that again, my knot is not going to be visible, but I'm not going to pull it all the way tight. So then I'm going to go all the way around just like this. And I'm going to go through this guy right here. Is this going to work? Hold on. Bear with me for just a minute.
I'll answer Marianne's question while you are doing that.
Let's hear it.
Marianne said, if I have questions about supplies for the Fall Summit, who do I ask for contact? You can contact customer service, or if you have a question like now, you can ask us, or you can ask in the Facebook group.
Yeah, let's hear it. What's your question?
Yeah, if you have one right now, it's fine.
I don't know if
we're here.
Oh, wow. My knot came undone. Let's try again. There we go. So yeah, guys, if you do not have your tickets, if you do have your ticket for Fall Summit and have not received your email for supply kit, you should have. So first of all, check like your junk or your spam. And if it's still not there, definitely email customer service. You're going to want that so that you can order your supplies. We have this debate every summit. Like some of you guys will, what did I do? Some of you guys will purchase supplies and do all of your crafting along with us. So that's fun. Some of you guys don't do any crafting and just watch and have fun. And then some of you will do like a couple of them afterward. It's so interesting to me to see everybody. I personally don't think that I could craft along at the same time. What would you do, Rachel? Okay, so I have this started. I went all the way around, and then I'm going to go around again and just pull it right here.
And it's not my style to try and make myself anxious and work while we're working, simply because they're pre-recorded videos. So I don't want to like stress out about it. So me personally, especially because when you get a ticket to the summit, you get lifetime access. I personally would watch them all first and take it in, maybe write a couple notes down, and then do them all later. Or maybe just pick one to do. Maybe, yeah.
I got mine. I started to look at it and got a little overwhelmed. And it's so detailed. Like, I want it to be super detailed for you guys, but I do see how that could be overwhelming. So don't be overwhelmed. I'm so sorry.
Don't. Look, most of the supplies you guys might already have, you know?
That's true. Yeah, or something that's comparable.
Right.
Okay, so I have it all the way around and I've come back through, and then I'm just going to go straight into my next hole, just like that. And I don't want to pull all the way tight, because from the back, I'm going to put my needle in through the loop just like this, and then I can pull tight. Then I'm going to go to my next hole. Oh, it should be lined up. There we go. Let's move this out of the way and do the exact same thing. So I have my loop here. I'm going to pull from the back just like that and go through. And you can see it's starting to take shape. Same thing. Now, you can do this a couple of different ways. You can go left to right, depending on if you're left-handed or right-handed. You can do back to front if you want to. There are a few different ways. I've seen several different ways to do it, actually. So whatever is easiest for you. I always just like to sew it this way. So that's what I'm showing you. Fun fact, I crochet backward, which is very interesting. Because my left-handed aunt taught me to crochet, but I'm right-handed. So it's very, like, if somebody's showing me something with crocheting, it messes with my head if they're not left-handed. Anyway.
You learned left-handed?
No, I crochet with my right hand, but the way that you like cast on and cast off is different with a left-handed versus right-handed person. Yeah. Okay.
And Marianne, little magnets, like half an inch or an inch.
For what?
She's asking another Summit supply question. So the magnets that are on the, I'll tell you what it is, Marianne. It's a cute little mason jar lid with a photo in it that has resin covering it to seal it all up.
Yes.
And it's just like a photo frame little magnet that you put on your fridge or something like that. So all you need is a little magnet to be able to hold your mason jar lid onto your fridge. So just a little magnet. Great question.
And I'm hoping, I don't know, here, I would hope by the end of next week, I will have all the styled photos finished for you guys so that you can see exactly what the projects are. Don't like hold your breath on that, but that's my goal, is by the end of next week to have them completely photographed for you all so that you know exactly what you're going to be crafting and what, you want to purchase and like supply wise want to purchase.
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm going to do this side the exact same way. Are there any questions yet? Let me know.
And guys, think of it this way with those supply lists. If it looks overwhelming now, we could do the opposite and give you guys the minimum, but then you might feel unprepared or you might not feel like you have all the information.
That's true.
We just want to make sure that you guys have everything that we have. So that's why we give you such detailed supply lists. That doesn't mean that you guys have to or even need to purchase any of it. It's just to let you guys know what all we used. It's not necessarily for you. Honestly, it's more for us.
So last summit, we had a couple of people who said that they didn't have to buy very much. They had most of the things in their supply, like their craft room already.
Yeah.
And also, guys, for those of you who got the passports, the summit passports, and get the supply kits this year are pretty amazing. They have quite a few of the things that you're going to be needing. So look forward to that. That's going to be amazing. Sorry, guys. I went into the wrong hole, so I had to start over. No big deal. There we go. I love these questions. Do we have any other questions? I'm guessing it will be sometime after Summit, right? Maybe before Christmas. Design, make, sell question. My ETA on videos using Inkscape for font creation. What exact? We are working right now on more Inkscape videos. I filmed some more today, actually. What are you talking about for the font creation? Just using fonts in your SVGs, or like actually creating a font in Inkscape? I'm curious. Because just so you know, not all things like, I'm trying to think. In fact, I haven't done that before. So that may be something, I've only done that in Illustrator. Inkscape you may not be able to do, like create an actual handwritten font in Inkscape. I will definitely look into that if that's what you're talking about.
But what kind of thread are you using? Sorry to interrupt you.
No, interrupt all you want. This is dual duty jean top stitching thread. And so it is a nice heavy duty thread, and it is in the color Coats and Clark. So it's like a cool, it's not mustard, but it's like a cognac-y color. It's
Coats and Clark's a brand.
No, dual duty is. Dual duty.
But Coates and Clark is a brand of thread.
Is it?
Yeah.
When I searched for this, it said it was the name. It said it was the color. Interesting. Okay.
That is so weird.
Okay. Well, I did have it linked for you guys though, so definitely check that link that I linked for you. Because there was one called Honey something. It was dual duty jean top threading Honey something.
Yeah, Coates and Clark dual duty general purpose thread. So
what's
Coates
the
and
name
Clark's
of
the
this
brand.
one?
I have no idea. Is it a number? Like is the color a number?
I don't know. That's interesting. They have this exact one that looks kind of orangey, and it's called Honey something. That was the only defining. I linked it for you, so just get the link. Anywho, we're finished with this, guys. Finished right here.
And Marianne, the exact same leather I linked for you. We have an obsession with that exact color of leather from 143 Vinyl. So we do apologize, but you're going to see it all over the summit. So
yeah. Well, and this fall.
Yes. Yes.
Yeah. Okay. Here we go. We've knotted off. We're finished. We're done with our little pouch. How fun. You can put whatever you want in it.
And Nikki, what do Summit passports do? Basically, you get one Summit free if you buy it at the beginning of the year. So you'll like buy two, get one free type of thing. How many of the Fall Summit projects are Cricut Maker specific? None. If there are any that we use the Cricut Maker, we always give you guys ideas on how to use it with your Air 2. Would it ever be possible to have complete supply kits for purchase? Unfortunately, no. We have to be completely honest. We are not well equipped to pack and ship physical products to you guys. Just plain and simple, if I'm just being completely honest. We do it a couple times a year because we love you guys, but it is very hard for us to make time to do it. So we would not be able to sell complete supply lists.
Also, I mean, if we're being completely honest, it would be pretty expensive to ship those.
It would be, yes.
Because depending on what the projects are. For instance, last Summit we did my flower clock one had a 27-inch circle round. So that's huge. Yeah. It was heavy, and then it had 12 terracotta pots with it. So guys, right there, you're already super heavy.
Air nailers and stain, and I mean things that we can't ship you. Yeah, Marianne, what are these supply kits? So you have to have the passport. You have to have purchased the passport way back during last year's Fall Summit in order to get supply kits. They're just little kits that we give you. It's like a hot pink, cute little bubble mailer filled with some little goodies that you're going to be able to use for your summit. It has some supplies you'll use in it. Not all of them, but some, which is great. But great questions, guys. How awesome.
Sure.
Let me drop the link for that Fall Summit again. Guys, it's on sale. Use that code to get it. You guys, for the last couple lives, I think we might have to tone back the crafts we made because we're getting so many amazing Summit questions, which is great. I mean, you guys are asking a ton of questions. How about this? You guys let us know. Would you guys like a live dedicated to answering questions about the Summit? Do you guys want that? All you guys that are here on YouTube, because we planned on doing it in the Facebook group, of course, but if there are people on YouTube that don't have a membership with us and want to know about it, let us know if that's something you'd be interested in. Lisa, Amazon list for supplies. If you're talking about this video, it's in the description below. If you're talking about for the summits, we always do that, yes. Marianne, Becca.
What sewing machine do you recommend for Summit? Mine is old. Mine's a Pfaff. I really like, and we have one here too, the Brother, what's the Runway? And I can link it to you too. It's on Amazon. It's under $300 and it has like a purple face on it, but it's a really good machine. It does really well, and it's very lightweight. It's super user friendly, especially I don't know if you are familiar with sewing or not, but if you are a new sewer, then it's very good for new sewers as well. All of you who sew, what sewing machine do you love? Let her know. Ooh, what?
I think that means which ones do you have? Maybe which sewing machine?
It's a Pfaff. And it's I don't know. I don't know the numbers. It's super old. Like it's probably 25 years old. It's very old.
They don't make them like they used to.
They don't. It is so heavy. Project Runway machine. Yes, yes. I kind of want a new sewing machine, but at the same time, I don't. It's hard. It's like one of those. It works. It's a little cranky, but I can figure it out. And why spend another $300 on a machine type thing, you know? But if someone wanted to give me one, I would probably use it.
Right, you might use it. Yeah.
Yeah. So funny. Anyway, guys, if you don't have any other questions, this is like the shortest live I think I've done in a long time. It was still an hour long, but we normally do like an hour and a half here lately. Melissa, yours is about 20 years. I love that. I let my people do the sewing for me. I'm a princess. Marianne, princesses can sew too. That's so funny. A singer, a Viking Foff. Was mine of... No, it's like Viscarosa. It's I don't know. You'll see it in Summit. It does make a appearance in Summit. Love her heart. She's a little camera shy.
She's in there though.
Yeah.
She shakes the camera. You guys will be able to see it in these sped up. You look really close. The camera that's like 4 feet away from the table is shaking because the sewing machine means business.
It's true.
And it's hilarious.
Sorry, I meant what's in your hand. Oh, this?
I think it was
this in my hand?
Thread.
Yeah, okay, so I really love this. It's just this little wood case. It's from Yarnology, and it has all of my needles in it. So they stay in one place. The lid stays on really good, and they don't go everywhere.
But I think the thread was in your hand. It was just thread. It's thread. Is that chapstick for leather, Becky? No, that's, it holds the needles. Which is good. Becca bought those at Hobby Lobby.
Yes. I do love a good leather conditioner, though. You know what my favorite leather conditioner is? Is Leather Milk. I get it from Saddleback Leather, but like they don't produce it, but they have it on their website, and that's because that's where I get a lot of my bags. It's very good. It smells amazing. It works really well. My sewing machine is older and a Viking. You know what? They don't make sewing machines like they used to. Mind you, they are like 50 pounds. You get a good workout when you're moving it. But yeah, I think for Fall Summit, a Q&A on Facebook would be great. I kind of think Facebook would be a great place for that as well.
Yeah.
For sure. But yeah, we would love, I'm sure Tanner will want to be a part of that. So
yeah, we won't have a Facebook page. That's what Marianne was saying. We won't have a Facebook page dedicated to summits, but asking your questions over there or maybe a live stream over there will be great. Yeah. Absolutely.
All right, friends. Well, thank you so much. Come back this tomorrow at 1:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Tanner will be here with you guys. We do have a cut file launch tomorrow. So if you are a member of Makers Gonna Learn yearly or monthly, get excited. Yes. Oh, it's a good one.
Oh, wow. Becca just remembered. Guys, it just came to her.
Get very excited. It's Christmas related. It's adorable. Our entire MGL Christmas is inspired by one of the cut files from this collection. So it's amazing. We have a couple of projects from it. But like I said, if you are a monthly or yearly member of Makers Gonna Learn, definitely check that out tomorrow. It will go live for you all tomorrow. And I can't wait to see what you guys think. Anyway, 1:30 tomorrow. Be here. We'll be here. See you guys. Have a good day.